Hey, how you doing? Ben Broussard with LOGA here with this week's drilling report. Great to be back in the saddle over here. Hope you missed me. Got a question? Drop me a line. ben@loga.la. Always good to hear from you guys out there. All right.
Let's do this.
Starting off with the latest prices, West Texas Intermediate comes in at $58.34, while Louisiana Light Sweet drops to $60.67 a barrel. August Henry Hub gas still flat at $2.67. EIA Hub spot price through the 22nd of the month comes in at $2.79 per MMBTU. Current U.S. rig count resting at 859, and for the first time since last year, we added 2 rigs in the last week. 1 offshore and 2 in the U.S. inland waters, down 1,014 from a year prior. Hey, before we get started, haven't done this in a while, feeling real generous over here. Shoot me an email at ben@loga.la. Put "Throw me something, mister" in the subject column. Include your name, company name, mailing address, and shirt size. No matter what your bookie says, you may just get lucky this week. Okay, starting things off up north. 4 Haynesville permits this week, 3 for Chesapeake and 1 for Vine Oil and Gas in Red River's Woodardville field. Vine currently drilling on location in Woodardville. Anadarko currently drilling in Bossier's Elm Grove, along with pulling 4 permits in Caddo's Elm Grove a few weeks back. Also 2 recent spuds by Chesapeake and Caddo's Caspiana. Numbers showing a bunch of Haynesville wells completed in the last 30 days. Word on the street is we've got a few new Haynesville rigs on their way to North Louisiana, but of course until we see it on paper, it remains the word on the street. Pre-production numbers in the shale adjust to 257. As for the whole of North Louisiana, still 14 rigs in Lincoln Parish alone, the most active parish in Louisiana by 7 rigs. Mostly Wild Horse Resources and Memorial Resource Development. However, Lynn Energy has a rig running in Ruston. North Louisiana remains steady at 27 rigs. In terms of the TMS, changes on the nada. TMS pre-production numbers stay at 11. Moving on to a little good news from South Louisiana Land, starting in Allen Parish, where Pennington drove and spud in North Bell. Over in Beauregard Parish, Warhorse Oil and Gas is lonely no more, as Magnum Producing poked a new wildcatter well, making 2 in that parish. South Louisiana Land comes up on top at 13 rigs. A little encouraging news out of inland water, Lafourche Parish adds 2 when Tana Exploration kicks off 2 new drilling projects at Timbalier Bay. Louisiana's inland water market gains this week, edging out at 7 rigs. Louisiana State offshore waters, nothing doing at the moment out here. Finally, OCS Federal Drilling adds 1 this week, coming in at 28 running drilling projects. As a whole, Louisiana ended out at 75 active projects for the week, adding 5 rigs over last report. Now, as for deepwater permits, 3 since last report, 1 for Chevron at Garden Banks Block 978, another for E&I at Mississippi Canyon Block 35, finally 1 for Freeport-McMoran at Mississippi Canyon Block 127. Shallow water, none such. Back on land, a whopping 8 permits to drill in 6 Louisiana parishes.
Oh, good for you.
Half of those in the Haynesville. Also, Swift Energy re-permits an expired permit in Beauregard Parish. BTA Oil Producers permits at Montague or Montagut. Toby, I'll need help on that one. In Terrebonne. Finally, Drive Energy scores at Bunchy Creek in Allen Parish. This week's permits went out in Allen, Beauregard, Claiborne, Red River, Sabine, and Terrebonne parishes. If you want a little more info, be sure and check out the Office of Conservation's website. Thanks to you guys for listening to this report and sharing it with the folks you know. Click this button right here to share it on up. Don't forget to follow LOGA for up-to-date news on the oil and gas industry right here in Louisiana. Until next time, this has been Broussard with LOGA TV.